we're at the beautiful Rhine today.
What's up?
It's Moment.
What's up?
What's your name?
Bro, I'm Kenan. I'm 21 years old.
What do you do?
I have a business.
They're like these street YouTubers. What do you do for a living?
Nah.
For real, what do you do? Tell them.
For real, I have an agency. We do a lot of social media. I have a social media business. And also, I try to be as healthy as possible because I had many struggles in the past with acne and all those type of stuff. So, yeah.
What does health mean to you?
Yeah, the thing is, I think most people don't understand really what health means. They think, yeah, okay, to be thin or not be fat is health. But for me, it's about having energy to be able to work 10 hours a day with straight focus. And for me, that's health because that means I can make more money.
So, yeah, I was going to get to that. You built quite the business, obviously. When did you start paying attention? And do you see any correlation between the attention you pay to health and the success you've had in business?
Yeah, so I started off not caring anything about my health. So I just ate fast food, all those type of shit. And I still made money, like my business was still doing good.
You can brute force it if you're disciplined, I guess.
You can do anything if you want to, but I noticed a huge change when I started paying attention to my health. So I ate clean, especially breakfast. Most people eat shit like to breakfast. They eat cornflakes. Like it's the dumbest thing you can do when you want to be high energy.
Imagine starting off your morning by spiking your sugar.
Bro, so
like
stupid,
immediately.
Man. And that's like a thing to look at your blood sugar and just eat clean food, like not sugary stuff. And then you automatically have like 80% right. If you stop eating sugar shit, eat real food, like here, kombucha we just bought, raw kombucha, great drink. And yeah, what about you, man?
I started paying attention to nutrition first before I started paying attention to health. Obviously, I'm into the gym. You're literally watching a gym channel right now. And at first it worked okay for me. I bought some oats, I bought some protein powder, and the results were definitely there. However, I had a lot of acne. Obviously, I still do, but it improved a lot. And I did reach some of my goals in the gym, which I was really proud of. But now I made the switch to clean eating. And I've been like on a body transformation challenge. It's my first video. And it's not even been 3 weeks and I'm already like way stronger and more energized than I usually am. So this whole clean eating thing, I am kind of fortunate because here in Germany it's a huge trend at the moment. Yeah. I think the US was like way ahead because Europe is always behind, to be honest, in anything, really. But yeah, it's a trend in Germany. There's this other like German Turkish guy, which is relatable for me because I also have a Turkish background.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a lot of Turks in Germany. Yeah. But yeah, clean eating has really helped me with my gym journey so far, and it's gonna keep helping me. And I think I'm gonna make a pretty surprising transformation, and people are gonna say, well, what? How did you do that? And I'm gonna say, hey, I didn't use any protein powders or stupid bullshit supplements.
Yeah, definitely. So that's a great point because most people starting in the gym think they need like 1,000 supplements, protein powder there, creatine there, but you fuck protein powder.
Honestly, do you want to know the best supplements?
Yeah.
Where is the sun?
The sun.
That's for real. The best supplement you can possibly have. And honey. Also gives you amazing energy before your workout. Raw honey, obviously unpasteurized. Not always easy to get, but if you put in a bit of effort, you can find pretty much anything.
Yeah, I think there are like a lot of small changes you can do to improve your overall health. Yeah. For me personally, I think one of the biggest game changers was cutting out bread and gluten.
I actually have to disagree that it's a small change because for a lot of people that's the majority of what they eat, because in the food pyramid that's the base, that's what you're supposed to eat the most, which is sick. Peasant food.
Bro, you have to think about the food pyramid here in Germany, what we get taught in school, where meat, cheese and all those real amazing food is like at the bottom, or oh yeah, at the top it's like reverse. So you should eat little of that, which is stupid. You should eat as much as possible from that good food and fuck those bread shit. So
Kind of reverse. It tells you 50% of all your calorie intake should come from wheat, bread, pasta, carbs. Basically, slow digesting carbs, which spike your blood sugar. When your body has to produce insulin and that makes you tired, gives you brain fog. Obviously, it's easier to manipulate people that way and to be manipulated, but that's another topic and conspiracy, if you want to call it that. But the food pyramid is just flipped around. Like cheese, meat, dairy is the thing you should eat the least, according to the German food pyramid.
like I think you should think about which food is like the cheapest, like peasant food. It's like those bread shit, which is really cheap to produce. You have to get into like how the food system produces food, and bread is like the cheapest form of food you can produce. So of course they try to push it, the lobby, and tries to tell young children that you should eat mainly those type of food, but those real food where they don't get any money from, like good meat, stuff like that, that we eat as humans for thousands of years. Millions of years, literally, we should avoid. So that's just stupid, because like our digestive system is designed to eat animal products. That's why veganism is also.
These fangs, these are literally made to eat meat. And we have hunter eyes. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about the autistic black belt looks. But if you look at predatory animals like lions or any cat, for example, I'm too stupid to remember other predators right now, but they all have two eyes leading forward. That is so we can focus. So we are hunters. We have these fangs for teeth. We are made and we are designed to eat meat. And actually, did you know? Obviously, animals wear stomach acid.
Oh yeah,
it's quite acidic because they eat meat.
That's
usually raw.
I want to talk about.
We actually have a higher acidity in our stomach than a wolf, for example.
So basically more carnivore. Like when you look into that.
Yes.
But we can eat like almost anything, but our digestive system is like not designed to eat loads of bread. So you can also make the test, like just for a couple of days, skip bread, skip gluten, and eat a lot of meat and things like that, and you will feel how your power is going up. Like it's amazing.
You know what annoys me? Like, people say it's super expensive to eat healthy, and these people just make it way more complicated than it is. Because I also think a lot of people have eating disorders. Obviously, we're the ones with the eating disorder because we eat normal human food. But yeah, sure, a steak is €7 per I think 300 grams or something. But you can also just get some ground beef. It's the same animal, it's just a different cut and just a culinary preference. You can get like a kilo of ground meat for €8 to €9. I think it's not that difficult if you convert it. It's not that different if you convert it to dollars. And that actually satiates you, because if you eat bread, it doesn't really satiate you for very long. But meat just satiates you in another way. Just get meat, fruits, and raw dairy if you can get it. It can be a bit tough to find.
Yeah, and I think one misconception many people have is that they need like the best quality meat there is, like raised on a farm, like completely. So it's good to eat good quality meat, but if you can't afford it, it's also okay, in my opinion, to eat like normal meat, even though the things the cow saw were not that great, but fuck it.
You do what you can.
Because
maybe try to avoid like the animal cruelty, because that also it gets converted to the meat and then you eat that meat, and also maybe for ethical reasons, but everybody can get some at least okay meat. Like I don't know where you live, but here in Germany we have like a label which is called bio, and where you just know those animals don't have a lot of antibiotics. They do get some because Germany is corrupt as fuck and they give every animal antibiotics. There's also something called Demeter, which is the
best,
Greek
like-
god of fertility, actually.
Okay.
I know in the USA they have like this organic food label, like something like that exists for pretty much every country, and it's not that difficult to find either.
And you have to think about it. It's really interesting because when animals get like injected with antibiotics, things like that, it doesn't instantly go to the meat. It's like converted, things like that, and then you eat it, you cook it. But on plants, when they get like glyphosate or those type of things, they get like instantly in the plant. So most people don't really care about how plants are being cropped and things like that. But for meat, they are really careful. But you have to be more careful, in my opinion, on how you eat your plants and lettuce and those type of things. Because when they are full of glyphosate, it's hardly to get out, man, for real.
Did you know that raw milk is illegal in most states of the US?
Yeah.
Did you also
In Germany.
know?
Also
In Germany, you can sell it, but you have to specifically say that you have to
cook it.
heat it.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to cook it up. But did you know in Germany there's like a statistic that way more people per year die from eating like salad out of these bags, which you can get at the grocery store?
that.
I think like 10k people a year die. Like, it's-
Bro, salad, the most overrated health food there is.
Especially cabbage.
Yeah.
It has no calories. I think why it has no calories because it has no vitamins, no minerals.
micronutrients, nothing, man. It's like meat is like 10 times more nutrient dense. So they're good things about like plants, but normal cabbage.
I think
I don't know.
vegetables I think fruit is amazing. Just make sure it's not sprayed with pesticides. Where you just have to do some shopping. Maybe ask some people. Go to a farmer where you can get some good
Vegetables
fruit.
overrated as fuck.
Vegetables are overrated. I think also it's intuitive because fruit wants to be eaten. It's like it's sweet. It's literally tasty, bro. Like just eat it.
And it's like how the seeds get all over the place because like birds eat fruit and then the seeds get in their stomach and then, you know,
Also, vegetables. You have to think.
they have like defense chemicals.
Yeah, antioxidants actually.
Yeah.
Because obviously a plant is a plant. It can't run away from us, but it does want to be eaten too. We're not sure if plants have some level of consciousness. Like there's a lot of research there. But basically, the thing is, every organism wants to live. So do plants, okay? Plants are also an organism, and their defense mechanism is to have antioxidants. Like they're meant for little bugs. If little bugs eat some plants, they will just straight up die. They will pass away. Obviously, us humans, we're
It's
a
like
lot.
poison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a lot bigger. We're a lot more tanky, of course. But still, that stuff can't be good for us.
Yeah, you can prepare to like get out the anti-nutrients, like there are ways, for example, to ferment them. That's like a really good way, but you should not eat like loads of vegetables at once. It really messes with your digestive system. Like for me, when I
But there's
have
an exception though. If you cook it, it's
cook
all right.
it.
If you cook them, you actually kill a lot of the antioxidants. And just to clarify, there are some exceptions, like sweet potato is amazing.
Yeah, true.
Potatoes are good. Carrots are amazing. I think carrots can actually be eaten raw, in my
Carrots are
opinion.
goated, yeah, for real.
So not all vegetables are overrated, but most of them are.
Yeah.
Is your thing working fine?
Yes, it's always been good, man.
But you talked about fermentation. What's fermentation?
Bro, you asked me a question there. I don't know.
Can you explain it?
I know it like a little bit, but I can't really explain how it works.
Yeah, no problem. Fermentation is basically you take some food in its base form and then you put it in a bottle. Guck mich nicht an, du dummer Bastard. Guck woanders hin.
Deswegen ist das voll interessant. Und ich hab einfach nur
Ach so.
und dann hast du angefangen zu lachen, da musste ich auch lachen.
Okay. So, danke, Kost. So fermentation is basically you take something which is nutritious for bacteria, especially for probiotic bacteria, because obviously our guts, our microbiome system, what's it called? I'm not a nerd, sorry, I'm not a nerd.
Microbiome.
Our microbiome, we have a lot of bacteria in there and also a lot of healthy bacteria, which we need, okay? We need those to digest food, just to live. If you didn't have bacteria, you would be dead, straight up.
Yeah, for
You
real.
would die. And what fermentation does, basically you take something like, for example, vegetables, as we talked about. Most of you're a fucking weep. You know kimchi, right?
Yeah.
So you just take some vegetables, put them in a jar, then you put some sauce on that, and then you just close the lid. And then you just let it rest there. What it will do is it will ferment. It doesn't have a lot of oxygen, and it will be kind of like its own organism, like its own terraform almost. And there you will get some probiotics. These will come pretty much out of thin air. It's pretty hard to explain, but you know when you leave food out and it gets bad and it gets like mold.
Yeah.
Fermentation is the same thing, but in like a good way. But if you ferment for too long, it's also gonna get moldy. So
Just look at sourdough bread. What it looks like when it's ready to cook. It's like
it's pretty disgusting.
it looks amazing. Like really, it's like a whole ass animal there, like organism. It's crazy.
Scary, honestly, it's moving. But yeah, it looks scary, but it's good.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like I can simply put my moral how I eat things is like 80-20 rule. Like I try to eat mostly clean stuff, but once or twice, maybe a month, I like cheat. I don't like the term cheat meal or things like that, but I sometimes eat like those kind of things. But I can only allow to eat those things because the rest of the time I eat completely clean.
Did you know that you can actually trick your body? If you eat, for example, a pack of Haribo or chocolate, if you follow it up with something healthy, like a walnut, for example, your body doesn't quite understand that you just ate a lot of unhealthy stuff. And it gets rid of some of that automatically. So you can trick your body, actually.
That's crazy.
But I think, honestly, like, I don't see a reason to do cheat meals because I don't have the cravings to cheat. What do you do cheat meals with? Do you eat a pizza? Do you go to KFC? What do you do?
Yeah, mostly like when I'm somewhere where it's like food I really like a pizza or things like that. I just eat it because I'm not. My main focus is always my business. Like being healthy is like my second priority. So I sometimes eat those type of things. But on the other hand, I really try to be clean. Like there are some foods or some things I buy that are really underrated. For example, coconut. I think a coconut, like a fresh coconut, like you can just drink the coconut juice fluid. I don't know what's called. The electro coconut water is like it's a healthy, real energy drink. Because
but you know, people are all children in their head because they all say, "Oh, it doesn't taste good."
Yeah, stupid.
Are you a 5-year-old, bro? Come on.
Not everything needs to be really. And also, for our taste buds are really fucked up because our childhood we always ate in our generation shit, sugar, literally highly processed garbage. So most things don't taste good for us if they're healthy. That's like really sad, to be honest, but you can train yourself to like good things. It's like
you can actually change your taste buds.
Like when I was a kid, I ate so little food. I hated 90% of food, like healthy food. Because I always ate shit, so my body didn't like good food, and I got rid of it. But yeah, it's like crazy.
So you said your business is your first priority, right?
Always.
Obviously, who runs your business? Obviously you. You and your brother, obviously.
Me,
So you are the guy that is the driver behind the business.
Yeah.
Like, you are the car, basically.
Yes.
You know? And don't you want to make sure for you, everyone at home, that you fuel that car properly?
Oh yeah.
Because would you have accumulated the same level of success? Like this guy's 21, he drives a fucking Porsche. Would you have accumulated that level of wealth if you ate like KFC every day?
Look at me, I'm Bill Gates.
Definitely not. Like when I look at my day, I work like 10 hours plus.
Yeah.
And you can't work 10 hours plus when you eat only shit. So it just doesn't work. But if you eat clean food, you can even work like 10, 12 hours a day and still have energy to go to the gym. And if you're not prepared to eat good, you go to the gym one time a day and then you're fucked all day and do nothing and just lay in bed.
Yeah.
So you need to perform even though you go to the gym. It's like a mistake I think most people do that go to the gym, or those gym bros. They think going going to the gym 1 time a day is like productive. It is, but if you don't do anything else besides that, like learning, being good in school or having a business, those type of things, having good hobbies, you're still a loser, man. sorry to say, you're still a loser. It's my opinion.
Look, you have like a gym bro here, or former gym bro. I'm not really a gym bro, as I just said, but you have a gym goer here, an avid gym goer, and you have a good businessman here.
Yeah.
And both of them are telling you to eat clean. And let's be honest, Andrew Tate brainwashed all of us young men.
Yeah.
And pretty much everybody wants to be like a bodybuilder, a fighter, or an entrepreneur. So maybe try and eat healthy in order to achieve that.
Yeah, and also if you look at the top 10 people you know personally that are rich as fuck, like maybe in your friend group or in the on the internet, like when you look at influencers that are really successful, self-made, are they fat? Are they extremely unhealthy? Most aren't. Most people really look out to be healthy as possible, and that's the reason why they are so successful. And if you're fat or really unhealthy, have extreme acne, but still, I don't know. I lost my pound.
I think we can end the video. I think we've.
It's like
done
20
all our
minutes
best.
now.
Yeah. Kenan, my friend.
Thanks.
Give me a flex. Give me a flex. Thank you.
Geil.
Bruder, 21